Hi guys, welcome back to my channel ArtsyPutsy with me Putsy, and for today's video it's going to be a very interesting and exciting video. Well, at least for me it is. And it's going to be a challenge or a tag video created by one of my favorite YouTuber, and her name is Taylor. Her channel is thataylaa. I'm pretty sure if you somehow stumble across this video, I'm pretty sure you know who she is, right? And she is amazing. She's one of my favorite, like top 10 favorite YouTuber ever, no matter what genre it is, no matter in beauty community or whatever. She's very talented, inspiring, and she has this kind of cool, chill vibe to her that made me really enjoy watching her videos. I'm just so proud to see her and how big her channel is right now. And she created this tag named Magazine Makeup Challenge. She tagged a bunch of people, but honestly I feel like no one really participated on this challenge enough, because I don't see a lot of big YouTubers participating in this challenge, and it's kind of make me sad because this challenge is, in my personal opinion, is very interesting. It's a very fun challenge, but at the same time kind of constructive. Like, it kind of pushes you with your makeup look. So I just want to be a part of this challenge because I personally think this is such a fun and amazing challenge created by her. And so yeah, without further ado, if you want to know, if you want to see how the look turned out, if this is going to go well, then just keep on watching. You basically open up a page in the magazine, and there's going to be like a color story, the colors that they use on the pages, and you're going to use that as an inspiration for your makeup look. So I think that's a very fun to do, and you can choose whatever makeup item you have. You don't have to go pick and buy something new. And I'm also very happy with this challenge because it, not just because of the fun side of it, but it also makes you, if you don't have a magazine around you, you're going to buy one. And I just think magazine in a physical form should be appreciated even more nowadays, because now people only buy like a digital form, and it makes me kind of sad because I used to work, or not work, I had an internship in a magazine, and just seeing how people work in a magazine, in a publishing company, it makes me appreciate the field even more. And I just feel like people need to buy a magazine more, or at least try to buy one every once in a while. So I feel like it kind of pushes you to buy a magazine, even though I don't have a new magazine. So I'm so sorry for that. I have a very old magazine, but this is the magazine that I have. This is the Marie Claire magazine, and this is the magazine that I will forever hold close to my heart. I am a graphic designer. I had an internship when I was in university in this magazine, and I had some few pages, like I designed the layout and I edit some pages here. It's kind of like my portfolio as well. I know very well this magazine, and it's from fall season, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very fall inspired, fall appropriate look, which is why I also wear this shirt, because yeah, I don't know, maybe it will fit with the result. So you basically just have to open up some pages, and yeah, I will try to. Oh no, this is not a very fun page. Can I choose one more time? I mean, this is boring. It's only silver and gold. Okay, I'm gonna try to... Oh! This is a fun page. So this is the fun... What? This is the page I picked. I mean, I randomly picked. And it has blues, green. I mean, I was right, it's going to be a very like dark look, red. It has a lot of color in it and has a lot of texture, but I don't know if I'm going to use the texture. And I think with this look, I'm going to use... Actually, I have a few eyeshadow palette that I haven't tried, so I know that I'm going to use some of that palette in this video. So besides a challenge video, it's also going to be a first impressions, and I'm going to use this palette. I think this palette will look amazing for this challenge because it has the green, it has the red, and the few different colors. It used to be Makeup Revolution, but now it's just Revolution, and it's their reloaded Iconic Division eyeshadow palette. You know by just looking at it the first time that this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I don't have that palette, so I'm very interested to see how this palette works, you know, the formula and everything, because I really do like the color story on this palette. So I'm going to create the eye first. So I zoomed you in a little bit, I changed the lens, and I already primed my eyelid with this Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer, and I already set that primer with this shade right here, the second one, and I have this very red acne situation. For the look, I have to use a blue. Well, I don't have a blue here. Maybe I use blue from different palette. There's also some orange here on the skirt and on her, like on her head. First, for the crease, I'm going to use an orange. So I'm going to use this shade right here for the crease as my transition shade. And I don't know if you can tell, but it has a bit of kick up here, a bit powdery, and tap. Oh, whoa. There's a lot of powder, but the color shows up really nicely in my opinion. I mean, it's not like super pigmented, but I can tell it's almost the same color as it's on the pan, because some shadows, even though they are very pigmented, can be a little bit misleading, like they look vibrant or neon on the pan, and then when you put on the eye it looks kind of different, but this one kind of true to its colors. You know what, I think I'm going to put some tape here on my eyes. I already put the tape here on the back of my hand, and do a little bit of this so it's not gonna be as sticky, and put the tape in the corner of my eye here. There's always some glitch. I'm going to pick up this red right here, and it's even more powdery than the last one. I don't know if you can tell. And more flyaways. And I'm going to apply that a little bit, really focus this on the crease. So the way I apply this, I usually apply this with a tapping motion first on the outer part of my eyes, and just to kind of put down the color first to get the full pigmentation. And with whatever left on the brush, I can just drag a little bit and blend them into my crease, so it will have the pigmentation and will blend nicely into the crease. And go back to the first color and blend the color a little bit more. Because I see some brown there, I'm going to apply a little bit of brown on the outer part of my eyes. This brown here, but only on the outer V. I'm not gonna drag this into the crease. And this shade, it's like just a deeper version of that previous one. And I mostly only tap this into the outer part of my eyes and then blend them a little bit. And using this brush, it's clean, I'm going to blend everything together here. I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease. I rarely do that, but I will. I'm going to use this concealer right here. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer. Apply some to the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply this with the brush into my lid. I do this so that I can have like a guideline a bit. So I'm going to do the cut crease one eye at a time. So the color that I see like the majority of the page has this color here. I don't know if you can see here on the back, like there's a girl walking down on the back with the exact color with this one right here. So I'm going to use that one as well. I'm going to apply this one first to, you know, the middle to the outer part of the cut crease. And after that, I'm going to use this brush that I used before with the brown shade and just kind of blend the edges a little bit because I don't want it to be too harsh. And after that, I'm going to apply this one right here because I've seen, like I said, I've seen one in the background. So I think it will be nice with the look. And just apply them in the inner part of the eye. Yeah, it doesn't show up really nicely, so I'm going to wet the brush. So that one eye done. So far I quite like how this turned out. Hopefully I'm not gonna ruin this look by the end of it. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm going to finish up this eye and then I'm going to be back. So the eye is done for now. I'm going to apply the face first before I finish up the rest of the eyes. I already put the foundation and I use the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I have this from a while ago but I haven't used this, so it's going to be the first time I'm trying this out. So we'll see if I like this, we'll see the consistency. A lot of people said this is a pretty good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour, and I'm in the shade C6. The applicator looks like this. It's pretty close to the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't have that one, so I cannot say if this is a good dupe or not, but a lot of people do like this concealer. And I'm going to blend this with a damp beauty blender. So based on first impression, I quite like this concealer. I'm not like madly in love with this concealer yet. I have to play around with them a little bit more because it was my mistake. I feel like I need to apply a little bit, you know, one part at a time, because as I try to blend them out, in some places it's already dried down a little bit, so just be careful. Make sure you apply in one side of your face first and then blend them, and then apply some more in other areas and then blend them. But when I first tried to blend them, it blends quite easily, it blends nicely. I mean, in my forehead it's very easy to blend, especially the consistency itself is a little bit thick, so make sure you don't apply too much, because I feel like I applied too much in this side of my face and it just takes a little bit longer to blend, but in the end it blends really nicely. Coverage, I feel like it's not a very full coverage concealer. I don't know if this Tarte Shape Tape has a really good coverage or not, but this particular concealer on my face, I feel like it's like a medium to full coverage, and it has a pretty nice finish. It's not matte, it's not dewy either, so I feel like it has a pretty natural like satin finish on my skin, and I quite like how this looks. So to set the under eye area and places where I put the concealer on, I'm going to set that with the RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with this RIMMEL Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in Silky Beige. And I'm not really baking with this powder, I just press them with the damp beauty blender in places where I put the concealer, and just really stem the powder and press the powder down into my face just so that it sets the concealer really nicely. I can see the concealer kind of take away the foundation a little bit in this and this area when I try to blend them, maybe because it was already a little bit dried down. It also in some dry patches it doesn't look very good, but on my under eye area it looks very nice. It doesn't really settle into the fine lines and it's not really creasing yet. So yeah, I just feel like it's a really good concealer for your under eye and also to highlight your face, but it's not a very good concealer to cover up acne because the area where it has acne usually is a little bit dry. Maybe this concealer doesn't suit drier skin, maybe because I have oily skin, oily under eye, so it blends really nicely. But yeah, in places where I feel like I have more drier areas, it doesn't look very nice. So I think if you have normal to oily skin, you will really like this concealer. If you have dry skin, maybe not, but who knows, you just have to see for yourself. Maybe it works amazing for you. So I'm going to contour my face a little bit with this Wet n Wild Megaglo Contouring Palette Contour in Dulce de Leche, and I'm only going to use this contour side right here just to contour my face a little bit, not too much, just subtle. Hopefully it will turn out subtle, but who knows. And I'm also going to bronze my face with Precision's Formula Muru Muru Butter Bronzer in Bronzer. So for blush, I'm going to use this color right here. This is from e.l.f. Blush Palette in Dark, and this is just like very like peachy kind of color. I think it kind of looks very similar to the crease, so I think it will look very nicely with this look. And I'm just going to apply that with the same brush. And just blend everything together again with the powder brush I used to set my face, just to make everything blends a little bit more seamlessly. Actually, I think I'm going to bake my face a little bit just on this area. For highlight, I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter and just apply this to the high points of my cheeks and also to the brow bone. I forgot to mention on the top of my brow bone. Also to the nose area. So I'm done with my eyebrow, and as always, it always looks kind of crazy. That I'm going to take this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Coconut. In the page, I've seen the blue is a little bit more like electric, a little bit more cobalt, but this one is leaning a little bit towards teal. But on the page, there are a lot of green, a lot of blue, so I think it's going to be a nice like transition color between those two colors. So yeah, I'm just going to use this and smudge this on the lower lashes. But I'm only going to apply this to the outer part of my lashes because I think I'm going to bring in some more of the red into the inner part of my lower lash line. And for the red, I'm going to apply the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Paradox. And just apply that to the center till the inside of my lower lash line. And to kind of blend the lower lashes a little bit more, I'm going to pick up the first shade that I use on the crease, the orange one, and just kind of smoke out and diffuse the lower lashes a little bit more. And to fix the waterline, so I'm going to apply this LA Girl Gel Glide Liner in Fairy Black. And to highlight the inner corner, I'm going to use this one right here. I know on the eyes it's not going to look that white, a little bit more like a pearlescent pink, but I see one of the girl here on the page has a very glossy pink lip, and I think this kind of look like that. I'm also going to use this shade to kind of connect the upper part of my lid to the lower lashes. I feel like this will look quite nicely with the look. It's brown, but it's not too dark, it's not too light either. I feel like it's a really nice brown for this look. And it's the Wet n Wild Mega Lash lipsticks in Mocha Licious. So this is the result. This is how it looks like. I feel like I'm doing quite okay, and I quite like the lipstick that I chose because it kind of looks like this. Lipstick looks kind of similar to this, and then I have this color on the eye. I have this green. I have a little bit of the blue and red and the pink. I have the black with the black gel eyeliner I use on my waterline. Yeah, I'm still glad with the way the look turned out. And I was right. I feel like this challenge is a really cool challenge because it pushes me to use so many different colors in one look that I maybe will never really put together if I don't do this challenge. And please check out thataylaa's channel and thataylaa's video of this challenge. She did incredible, way better than I am. And if you are one of her subscribers or one of her followers on her social media account, maybe also let her know. Maybe if you can get her to notice my video, that will be amazing. That would be like a dream come true. If for some reason thataylaa watched this video, I just want to say you are an amazing human being, amazing YouTuber. You are such an inspiration for so many people. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You're such an inspiration for me and my acne journey as well. Your confidence just inspired me so much. Once again, if you like this challenge, participate and don't forget to watch thataylaa's video. And if you do like this video and my creation and how the looks turned out, and maybe if you find this video somewhat helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is down below, and if you want to see everything that I put on my face, I'm going to list everything down in the I'm going to list everything in the description box. And lastly, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I can see you in my next video. Bye guys!